Guys, it's Miss Tran, and today we're going to build a catapult. And here are the things you need once you're at your station. You'll need 10 popsicle sticks, 1 spoon, and 5 rubber bands. Now let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to grab 8 popsicle sticks. You grab your 8 popsicle sticks and you put them together so that they're in a little bundle, like that. And with your stronger hand, one hand is going to hold the sticks together. Make sure they're all nice and secure. And your other hand, you're going to get a rubber band, and you're going to wrap the rubber band around your popsicle sticks on one end 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to repeat the same step on this side. 1, 2, 3. If it's difficult, just ask someone at your table, and I'm pretty sure someone can wrap those for you. So you want your rubber bands to look like this on the ends, one on each side. Make sure that they're not so far off where they're about to fall off. I would just snug them in together like so. And now we're ready for step 2. Okay, so step 2 is you're going to get 2 popsicle sticks. There should be 2 left over. And you're going to put 1 stick on top of your bundle and the other stick on the bottom. So when you do that, it's kind of like making a T or a cross. And on one end, which is this, you're going to pinch these 2 together like so. And it's really important that you multitask, use both of your hands for this part. So your other hand, you're going to hold it like that, so that your bundle of 8 and your 2 popsicle sticks that you just put won't, get loose. So one hand, you're going to hold that and secure it. And the other hand, you're going to wrap the ends about 3 to 4 times. I would wrap it around 4 times just to make sure it doesn't fall off. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you do so, if you notice something's a little bit crooked, you can always adjust it. And just make sure that your rubber bands are nice and secure, because you don't want your catapult to come apart when you're about to test it. So it looks like this so far. You start to see the beginnings of it. And for a catapult to work, you have to make sure that this part right here is also nice and secure. We call that the axle. That's where most of the power comes from the catapult, where this gives us the most force. And we know that the force that we're going to be using for the catapult is the force of push. Because when you push down on the catapult and you let go, all of that energy that you push down is going to be released. So we need to secure this part right here so it doesn't, get all loose. And this is where you're going to need your 2 remaining rubber bands. So like before, make sure one hand is holding your catapult pieces so that they don't come apart. And this is very important, so watch carefully. So you're going to essentially make an X with your rubber bands. And when I say X with my rubber bands, you'll see. So do you see this part right here? I'm going to wrap my rubber bands from this end to this end, like so. It can get kind of tricky, but it is doable. So I'm going to wrap it like this, about 2-3 times. As much as you can. So that's about 3 wraps right there. And that's one part of my X. Now I'm going to get my other rubber band. And I'm going to wrap the opposite end. So you see this green rubber band? I'm not going to wrap it around that same spot. I'm going to go on the opposite side. From this corner to this corner. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So as you can see, your catapult is almost done. And the cool thing about using rubber bands on this catapult is that if you need to make any adjustments, you need to change something, all you have to do is take the rubber band out and then fix your little correction and then wrap it up again. It's very simple, and you don't have to worry about glue or stuff coming apart so tightly. Rubber bands are very good in fixing those quick fixes. Now the last thing that you need to do is to grab your spoon. And remember, each person gets 1 spoon only. And you see where this X is? I am going to slide this spoon underneath the X so that I can, have a place where I can launch my items. So here we go. Okay, so again, here's your spoon, and you're gonna put it right here underneath this X. You might have to lift up the rubber bands for that to happen. Okay, so I just slide that in, and you notice like, hey, it's kind of, I don't want the bottom of my spoon to be right there. You know what, you can always slide that out. And if for myself, I would like to secure that spoon just a little bit more. So if you got extra rubber band in your area, you can definitely use that. So that would be actually 6 rubber bands. You take your rubber band here, and you're going to tie it around this part right here. Again, about three turns. 1, 2, 3. And if you can always do an extra, because I don't want my stuff to fall apart. Okay, you can push your rubber bands down. And remember, you can always have someone to help you at your station if you want. And there you go. That's my catapult. It's all nice and secure. It's nice and stable. And let's get ready to test it. Okay, so now I'm ready to test my catapult, and I don't want to break anything in my house, so I'm going to use a cotton ball, and in class we're going to also use cotton balls, something light, so if it hits something, it's not going to break anything. So I'm going to use my cotton ball right here, and I put it on my spoon, and that's the cool thing about having a spoon, it's like a little place for it to sit in, your little cotton ball, and for it to work, all you have to do is use the force of pull. So I pull this back. I'm going to go to the end of the table right here. I'm going to pull this back. So I'm using I'm going to push down, actually, the force to push. I'm going to push down on my spoon. Not too hard because I don't want to break my spoon. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to launch it in 3, 2, 1. Oh! It actually landed like right here off of the table. So I noticed that my catapult, it launched stuff really high, but I actually want to go farther. So tomorrow, after you built your catapult, or even during your building and your testing, if you notice that you want to change something, I want my catapult to go further, or you want your stack to be taller or shorter, here's your day to fix it so that we can use this for the rest of the week when we want to actually have our catapults achieve a certain goal. So happy building, have fun with it, make sure you have an appropriate noise level, and have fun, guys. Happy building!